Telling you, find out all kinds of amazing things about records as you research them. A record that I so vividly remember, October 1981, listening to this song in my bedroom on that old little radio I used to sit on top of the cabinet, listening to Kicks 106 out of Birmingham and WTBC here in Tuscaloosa, hanging on for dear life as AFM radio starts to take over, but still top 40 in the fall of 81, playing this record by Bob Seger at number 28 on my fantasy playlist, September 29th, 1981, Trying to Live My Life Without You. You know, looking back on this record, it sounds like a country record, a gin-soaked bar record, crying in your beer record. And here I got the lyrics to it, the opening lyrics of the record. I used to smoke 5 packs of cigarettes a day. Boy, I remember that line. It just comes right out at me 35 years later. It was the hardest thing to put them away. I drank 4 or 5 bottles of wine. I kept a glass in my hand all the time. How's that for country right there? But it started out as an R&B record. It was an R&B hit. Not a big one, but it was a small R&B hit written by a guy named Eugene Williams, covered by Otis Clay in 1973. His version didn't quite make it on Billboard's Hot 100. It bubbled under at 102. It did go to number 24 on the R&B chart, but Bob Seger had the most successful version of that record, went to number 5 on Billboard's Hot 100. But it's a forgotten 45 by Bob Seger, at least among the casual listeners. They'd forgotten about this record, although the Bob Seger fans, I'm sure they probably remember the song very well. Mr. Deejay sure does. According to the liner notes on the album, a guy named Alto Reed played all the saxophones on the record, but it is likely, though, that the saxophones were overdubbed later on top of the live recording in the recording studio when the song was remastered before it got released. Bob Seger, Trying to Live My Life Without You. Fancy that. Done originally by Otis Clay. Otis Clay performed that song on Soul Train, too. Early 1973. Bob Seger in 1981 at number 28 on my fantasy playlist.